In this video lesson, we will continue exploring more features and tools in BONSAI BIM for Blender. And in the previous lesson, we created some IFC elements or architectural elements using a CAD reference. So the CAD file will be definitely more appropriate to use and more precise. So with that, we created a slab, and we can snap to the CAD drawing reference, and also we extruded part of the scene to create a wall and also a table. And so in this video, we will start with a new metric project. We're going to do like a conceptual design kind of a project for a small building. And again, we're going to see some more examples, and we're going to import also other stuff. Now, also about the units, we talked about the units in the previous lesson. Well, an important part is where you start here. When you use the wizard, for example, to create a new IFC project, you can choose here the units. So make sure you're choosing the correct units that you want to use throughout all your project. So I can say here, for example, centimeters as my metric units, or you can change, you can use others, and for the area, for the volume, and so on. So make sure everything is perfectly defined here before you actually create the project. So instead of like just creating it, just go through the quick wizard here and set up everything. And as usual, we will save this in two versions. One will be Blender file, so blend format, and also IFC. But remember, IFC will be the more important, and make sure that everything you need is converted into IFC before you actually close the project. Okay, now we also talked about other type of references like images and SVG, so scalable vector graphics. In this video, I want to show you how you can import 3D references. So also 3D models and 3D scenes can be used as a reference inside Blender to recreate something using the BIM or IFC tools in BONSAI BIM. So I will show you a couple examples really quick, and if you want to know more, you'll find these video guides on the channel. So I'm going to use the Sketchfab website, and I'm going to use the Polyhaven website, which are the two that I use the most. And then also going to show you Blenderkit, which is a Blender add-on. And so here, this is Polyhaven. You can go in the asset, and you can choose models to get some 3D models. Now, be careful, because when you're working with the BIM or IFC models, you don't want to bring in assets that are too heavy or too detailed. You want something that is more conceptual, more let's say generic than really specific piece of furniture with really high detail. And this is Sketchfab. In Sketchfab, you can find a lot of types of models. You can, this one here, for example, this is an interior, which could be good for maybe a render, and also as a reference as well, but not to be turned into an IFC object. So we can take this to kind of replicate this kind of loft apartment, but I think this is more for rendering, and the lights there are baked, and etc, etc. But this is another topic, and if you're interested in rendering, you can check the rendering video course in the channel. Okay, now let's move on to another model. So here you can also search using filters, so you can filter by license, by time, and don't make sure you have downloadable checkbox on. And you can also make specific search. For example, you can search for house or architecture or something like that. And well, it doesn't matter, you can take any model. I'm just gonna get one of these, like this one right here, and you can see that this is also downloadable, and that's the author down there, and the name of the file, and this can be downloaded in FBX, GLTF, GLB, and usually I download in GLB, and if I don't need big textures, I go for the 1K texture, because so it is, in this case, is not gonna be too heavy. So try always to get the things that are not too heavy, essentially, that don't have too many polygons or really high resolution textures. Okay, I'm gonna close up this, and this is a section, by the way. It's a kind of a architectural section, and it's pretty detailed already, so it's not really conceptual. We're gonna do something more conceptual, something really quick in this video, like a deconstructivist style. Now, this is Polyhaven. Also here, we can go by categories. So we can go into furniture and then seating. And then here, let's find some chair. And again, make sure that it's not too heavy. Now, this is a little bit different, Polyhaven. I usually use this when I need to prepare for architectural visualization for interiors, exteriors, or in general, something that it will be more visual, because these assets, they contain a lot of details, and sometimes you cannot afford to put these high resolution models in the BIM modeling. BIM modeling is more about architecture, more about things that are pretty big than about details. But anyway, this is just to make another example, and we're gonna download this in a Blender format and 1K resolution textures. Again, if you're interested in these sites, you'll find videos explaining everything in the channel. So I'm just going quick right here. And the third one will be Blenderkit, which I already installed in my Blender. And you can install it by going into the website, downloading the zip file, and you can also check the passages there. Or again, if you look in the channel for this, you will find, so look for example, guide Sketchfab or guide Polyhaven or guide Blenderkit. You will find video guides explaining in a really, slow and detailed way how to install them and use them. But anyway, Blenderkit is up there. I've already installed it and it's ready here. But again, you need to do it. And once you install it and you activate it, you will have the possibility to use entire scenes, models, materials, and so on. You have categories here, you have filters. Make sure you put free first, and this will be like the free assets and scenes that you can download. And again, here you can type something if you want to be more specific. I'm going to type house, and that's a beautiful house right there. So I'm going to just click and drag. This is the beauty of Blenderkit. All you need to do is click and drag and drop the file into the screen of Blender, into the 3D view. And then you can choose it to link it or append. If you want to keep it inside your Blender file, you want to append. If you want to maintain like an external file, you can link. So now you just need to wait for the model or the scenes, in this case, to be downloaded. Now, the bigger it is, the longer it will take, of course, to download, so you need to be patient. In the meanwhile, you can check other models here, interiors, exteriors, and so on. And there we go. Now, we can start and we can use this either to create IFC elements. For example, this could be assigned. Well, we could assign a class to this, or we can use it as a reference. So let me show you both examples. So first of all, save everything, or always. And now if we go here on the right side, we're going to go to the object information panel, and you can see that this is not yet an IFC element. So it's just a 3D model, but we can make it an IFC element. So here we need to search for the nearest thing. So let's go like for wall, and let's call this, for example, a wall that is not really defined. So just let's apply this. We can always change it later, and then it's going to be part of the model. It's not an annotation, it's an actual wall. And that's one way. Let me now do another type of import. So instead of using Blenderkit, I'm going to go to File, Import, and here I'm going to choose GLB, GLTF, and I want to show you the other file that I have downloaded from Sketchfab, so we can see all the examples. And in this case, in the GLB format, you need to import. And there you go. That's the file right there. It's probably too big because it's like being cut away from the view. So what we can do is like drop down the sides like we did previously with the 2D references. So we're gonna do it now for the 3D references, and let's drop down here the scale. Make sure you maintain the proportions by scaling all the dimensions similarly, and then we can go and frame it into our view, and probably this is a more correct size. So now what I'm gonna do, and you can also move to the top view if you wanna trace from the top